Good morning. This is Faith Slagle, and this is Stitching at the Barn. Welcome, everybody. It's so good to be back. It's been a little while, and I want to welcome my new subscribers. So glad you've chosen to come over and spend a little bit of time with me. And thank you to my returning subscribers. And I hope you see something today that will inspire you and tickle you and want you to make you want to do something. And it'd be wonderful if you would hit the like button and the subscribe button, and that will let you know when I put up another video. And at this point, I have a whopping 221 subscribers, which I am so grateful and blessed to have. I love each one of you. I'm trying to build my subscriber list, but that's not why I do it. I just love doing it and sharing my love for cross-stitching and other things with my friends. That's my main reason for doing it. Well, anyways, I've been busy watching FlossTube as normal, and while I stitch, and a few that I have watched over a little bit, of course, has been Sew Me Sarah. She's one of my regulars. The Stitching Owl with Karen. The Stitching Mommy with Sarah again. The Sable Stitchers, Roberta and Lenny. Miss Smith Stitches, Elena. Snug Harbor, Debbie and Kev. Keep up with them. And one I hadn't watched in a long time, and I watched the other evening. I always just enjoy watching her, is Candace K. Candace is the one there. And the Floss Bossing Cousins with Christy and Callie. I enjoy watching them. And let's see. Oh, the Comfort Stitcher. Can't forget about her. She's one of my regulars. And so I have to watch her. And then we had a Zoom last week, I think it was, and I met her on our Zoom for the first time across the pond. Maybe I'd seen her before, but it didn't click. And I watched her latest floss tube, and it was wonderful. So it's Anna from Stitch Roadies, and I really enjoyed it, and I will be back to watch her again. Before I go on, I just feel the need that I need to say something about the loss of Jean Lee, who passed away last week, or it's been maybe a week and a half now. And if you have no idea who I'm talking about, I understand. But she was owner of the Attic, which is a cross-stitching LNS in Mesa, Arizona. And along with Carolyn, a lady that worked there, they did a floss tube called the Attic Needlework. And I would just encourage you to go back and maybe pick one and just watch a little bit of it, and you'll get an idea of who Jean Lee was. They called themselves Two Tarts with Lots of Starts, is what they called themselves. I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person, and I've never had the pleasure of going to the store, but I would love to go there to that store. And I so enjoyed watching their floss tubes. And I've heard so much about her, and from watching her floss tubes, you just felt like you knew her. You just felt like you knew who she was. You just felt like you were a part of her. And she had such a gentle voice, and the way she talked, and from when other people talked about her, how encouraging she was. And so it's going to be a great loss to the cross-stitching community, to the people that knew her, to the people that worked with her. It will be a great loss. And so I just want to keep her family and those who worked with her in our thoughts and prayers. So what have I been doing since I talked to you? The last time I talked to you was January the 5th. A lot has happened since then. As I mentioned in my last video, my husband and I were getting ready to go to India. Well, that happened, and it was an awesome trip. And what we did while we were there, we usually go to, it's an orphanage, which they now have changed, they're changing the terminology to a hostel. Okay, they have a girls' hostel and a boys' hostel, and those children that they take in there have either just been dropped off on the streets or the parents have brought them, whatever the case may be. So they take care of them. Well, the gentleman that runs it, he has started a new school, They built a school, and they work with the organization called Children to Love. That's who we work with, and that's what he works with. And so they built a new school, and I've got a few pictures here I'm going to try to kind of show to you. I don't know if my husband will be able to put these on and put it better, if he'll be able to, or what he'll do, but we'll see if we can. But there's their school. Now, their schools are very different than ours. Ours are laid out one, maybe 2 stories. If you'll notice how tall theirs is. So that's their new school. It's a beautiful, beautiful. They have the first, let me see if I can get, I'll use my pen. Okay, this is considered floor 1, first floor, and second floor. They have those 2 floors, I think, completely done. They may have the 3rd floor. There might have been on the 3rd floor. The other 2 floors are not done yet because they go right now to grade 5 from lower kindergarten, which is what we would call preschool, to grade 5 is where they are right now. But they've started this new school where they only teach English. They speak in English. They teach in English, except for one class period. They must teach Telugu, which is their local language, and then they have to teach Hindu, which is their national language. Okay, so while we were there, they wanted us to come in and just give the teachers ideas. They're wonderful teachers, but give them ideas on how to do things, what to do, because they want their school to become westernized. They want it to be. So I have a few other pictures. Here are the 2 ladies that I worked with. One was for preschool, and one was the kindergarten teacher. Lower kindergarten and upper kindergarten is how they've referred to them. 2 wonderful ladies, wonderful, hard-working. So those are the 2 ladies that I worked with. There's all the children that I worked with. They were only 3 in the preschool and 3 to maybe sometimes 4 in the kindergarten. It just depended which day that I was there. Okay, love them, love them. And here's a picture of, here's a picture of all the children in the school, from lower kindergarten all the way to grade 5. That included the teachers and everything. That was our last day there. We took that picture. And so we would just kind of give them some ideas, because one thing that they were lacking is they don't have any supplements, things to work with, rulers, posters, things to work with the children with. Yeah, they could teach them their numbers, they could teach them their ABCs, but no activities to, what I would call maybe little games or little activities to work with them. They did not have any of that. So we took several things for them to work with. And in the older grades, they had some things that they used to show them to work with them. Here I am doing something with the children, working with them. And, I thought I had one more picture. Oh, I guess that's all. So that's what we did, and it was wonderful. So they've become very precious to us, very precious. And we might, if it's possible, to do some Zooms with them and to help them do some other things. I don't know if I'll go back and do it. We'll see. But I will tell you, this time coming back, jet lag was real. It took me forever to get over when I come back. It just seemed like I just could not get back into the things. Could not get back. But I think I'm back okay now. But it was worse this time than any. This was our third time going. It was worse this time than any other time. But anyways, let's get started. Okay? Before I begin, I want to share how I feel that we always need to give a helping hand to friends, to people along the way. We always just need to be there to help them. Well, Jackie, the comfort stitcher, I always try to help her out. And she used to be a monogamous stitcher, and now she's getting more. And I know it's hard for her to keep up. So I want to show this so she'll know where she's at. She now has 6 whips. So I want to confirm that with her. She said she never have a whole lot. We'll see. I said that too one time. So we'll see. I'm just helping her keep up. I want to, help her so she doesn't lose track of what she's doing. Okay? Now, I did work on my pieces while I was traveling, and I was able to work on them while I was there. That was one of the things I would do every evening, just a little bit to relax and unwind before I'd go to bed. I could do it a little bit, and I worked a little bit on the airplane and in the airports. We'd have several layovers and stuff like that, so I was able to work. So I'm going to start with January the 6th, showing you my whips. As you can see, I'll do this first. Here's my calendar, and I kept up with it pretty close. Everything that I did. That was my January. And February. And so far, it's February the 1st. I did not stitch on February the 1st. That was a no-stitch day. So I do pretty good. I do pretty good. Anyways, so let's see what. And my iPad that I got for Christmas, I've been using markup, which has been a game changer. So my son has been adding things to it. When he comes out, he'll add, new pieces to it for me. He's been helping me do that. Some I can do really good on my own. Some I've been having problems. So anyways, the first one I worked on was, starting with January the 6th, was my auction. And I spent the first day, whatever color I was working on, going and marking off all my pieces, all the spots that I had done. So that is where I'm at right now. So I'm almost done with that section, and I'm either go across or I'll go down. I'm not sure which. But got that section just about done. So that's where I'm at on that one. So that was the first piece I worked on, January the 6th. And then we left on the 8th. So this one is also our Zoom piece that a group of us that meet once a month across the pond, we started to do, and it's been broken up into different pieces and different parts. By the way, if I keep looking, I'm expecting a phone call from a doctor, so I'm kind of trying to pay attention to that. But anyways, so right before we left on the 8th, we weren't supposed to start till the 10th, but it's your rules. So I just put in just about 3 or 4 stitches just so I would know where to start. So whenever we left, I could get started. And here is where I'm at. The top border and the first line, Beautiful Things Come Together, was for January. And I got that done. I did the border while I was in the airport and on the airplane. And I worked on the words in the evenings sometimes and finished that up. So February, I started on the next line down there with the little flowers there. That's where I'm at right now. And I would be further, except I'm messed up. Had to pick some out, start over. And this is now going to be every Sunday. I'm going to work on it. So hopefully I can keep up. And if it shows up on my wheel, I may work on it more. But it's going to be definitely an every Sunday stitch. And I really enjoy working on it. I really enjoy it. So that's that one. Let's see. Stitchy Stars. This was another easy one that I would keep that one, and then I would keep one more in my backpack, so when I was on the plane or in the airport or whatever, I'd have a simple one that I could really work on. So this one, Stitchy Stars, I used it sometimes in the airport or on the plane if I couldn't work on the other one very well. This one I could. So I finished up this square, and I'm on the third one. This is for the winter. This is my winter one. I have one more to do after this. So that's where I'm at on that one. Okay, next. Oh, okay. This one, I also took this one to India, and I would work on this one in the evenings. Some evenings, couple evenings I worked on it. And it is my Autumn ABCs. And I just have one more of these. I just have the winter one yet to do. And I'll have all of these done. And here is where I'm at. On this one, oops, 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 oops. Hang on. Get my needle. Let me put my needle up here. Okay. Let me, there we go. There we are. I'm down to the letter U. I think while I was in India, I finished the pumpkins. I did the QR, the word scarecrow, the T and the U. And I started on, oh, that's the beginning of the scarecrow. Okay, there's going to be a scarecrow right here. Okay, so that's where I'm at. So there's one more seasonal one, and then there's one I think that just says something ABCs. I'm not sure, and I haven't decided if I'll do it or not. But I will definitely do the winter one. Fold this a little bit different. I try to fold them a little different each time. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there's that one. Okay, let's see. Now, this one was another one. See, I took several with me. And, you know, I'd work on them sometimes in the evening. Sorry, my nose is itching. This is my tiny town, winter tiny town, or frosty tiny town. There's several more of these I want to do. Several more. But this is where I'm at on this one. Several. Yeah, I don't live by the sea, but there's one called Seaside Tiny Town that I think is so cute. I haven't decided if I'll do that one or not, but I think so. I love it. So I'd like to do that one. I've done two, Patriotic and Valentine or Heart. It was February's. So those are the two I've done so far. Okay, let's see. I think that's the only ones that I took with me to India. So next is I've almost got this one done. Hello Summer. I'm on the SUM, got one more M and an ER, popsicles to go. Guess I should show you this. And finish. And I'm going to just do this as a little stand up that I can just put into a little stand. So I can pop it out during the summer months. So that's what that one is. I got that as a freebie one time. Oh, well, it's not one to go in. I'll finish that one later. Okay, not cooperating. Next one, my son had gotten this for me last year for Christmas, is Spring. Now I want to do all 4 seasons of this. And I just saw they have a new one of the, or no, it's not new. Oh, what was it? Somebody had it on their floss tube. Oh, it was Farmyard. Oh, it was so cute. I love watching floss tubes, but they are so addictive. They make you want to. So, of course, it went on my wish list. It was cute, cute, cute. And here is where I'm at. My S is basically done. I think I might have just a few things yet to do on my S, and then I'm starting on my letter P. So that is where I'm at on Spring. Next is my Silver Creek Christmas. And I like this one. And I think what I'm going to do with this is turn it into a, like a door pull, and just so that I can hang it up. And this is where I'm at. I'm down here on the gingerbread cookies and stockings. It says gingerbread and hang your stockings is what it says. It says gingerbread here, and then over here it says hang your stocking. Then down here I'm started on the letters time for bed. I'm getting close to the bottom. But there's several more in this style, not necessarily like this that I want to make. There's like rules. bee rules, summer rules, or I don't want to do the Halloween rules, Christmas rules. There's different ones, and I want to make them into the same thing so I can just hang them up and then take them down when I want to. So I am right here. So see, I just have this much left to go. So I think I can get that. If it comes out each month, I think I can get it done. As you know, I started doing a wheel, and I do the wheel every other day, and whatever comes up on the wheel is what I work on for 2 days, except for Saturday and Sunday. Oh, this, no, I don't know if I did or not, but this is one of mine that I have on my wheel, and it's making bookmarks. Oh, this is a pattern, sorry, shouldn't show that to you. But anyways, I'm making that bookmark right there. And I want to make several of them. I just casually do them. It's kind of a break from everything else, but there's where I'm at. And there's a couple people I want to send one to, give one to. And so that's where I'm at. But it kind of is just a different thing to do every once in a while. Just need something different every once in a while. So that's what I'm doing there. I only have 2 or 3 that I really enjoy doing of the bookmarks, so I keep doing the same one over and over. It's not like I do 10 or 15 new ones. Okay, next one is my nativity. I love this one, but it's a lot of work. The white. If I can get past this part right here, I think it'll go faster, but there's still a lot of white down in here. But anyways, I feel like all I'm doing is white. Here's where I'm at. I'm working on the word hallelujah up there at the top. So what I do is I take and do some white. Then I go down and do a little bit of color. Yeah. I love it. It's beautiful. Can't wait. But there's a lot of white. A lot of white. So we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, continue working on that one. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Just got poked with the needle. Well, that's another stubborn one. I'll work on him later. Okay. I just worked on this one about a night or 2 ago. And this one is my virtuous woman. And I am right here in this area. Right here, right here, right here. Kind of in this area. Okay. Looks like I don't have much to go, but yet I do. This last one's going to be a big one. But anyways, here's where I'm at. I finished up this one. I think I have it completely done. And I'm working really hard on this one. That's the one I'm working on. And whatever threads are left over, I'll go to one of these boxes. So that is where I'm at. So well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 boxes left to go. Some are little. That includes, my 13 count includes these little teeny tiny ones, and one here that just has words. So that includes all of them, but still, it's a box. So we'll see. We will see. Now, the next one is a new one, and I'm so excited to share it with you. This was my new February stitch. This is for my son and his fiance. And so it will say Kate and Andrew on it. And it will say 6, 10, 20, 25. That's what it will say on it. So this is going to be my Saturday stitch. And I've really enjoyed this. Didn't take that long to do that much, really. It went pretty fast. What I did was I would take one strand and I did just the circle around, and then I would take another strand and do all the little leaves, as I would call them. Then I would go back and take another strand. So I just alternate it back and forth. So I don't think it'll take me too long. I want to have it done by I'd like to have it done by May, is when I would like to have it done. So we'll see. Sometime in May, if not sooner. Okay, so I'm excited about that one. Anyway, I finally ordered and got in my, if you remember my sad story about my cottages, I thought I was done, and then I found out I wasn't. So I ordered and I got my September cottage. So there I am. I started on it the other night, or I worked on it for 2 days actually, and there's where I'm at on my September cottage. So that's where I'm at on my September cottage. So hopefully after I get those 2 done, I won't discover another month that I've missed. That's my September cottage. Oh, I didn't bring it in here. Last night, tonight, I'm working on Kitchen Suite Kitchen. I didn't bring that in here, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. Now, haul, no, not really. My only haul that I have gotten was my September and my November cottage. And then I bought the piece of material to do Andrew and Kate's wedding sampler on. So that really, oh yeah, and one more thing, which I think is kind of cool. Let me put this in here so I don't lose it again. I think I don't have it. So that was really my only haul. I don't like to, I am not one, and anybody that does it, that is fine. That's totally up to them. I don't have room for it, room to do it, or else I probably would do it. Because I remember I was the one that said I'd never have more than one piece going at one time. I keep everything on my wish list, but I'm not one to order a bunch of pieces and get them all kitted up and have them just sitting here. I'm just not one to do that. Now I have all my pieces or my projects up there that I'm going to do this year. I have them all clipped together, but I don't kit them up until either the month before or right when I'm getting ready to start. So I don't do that. And that's fine. If somebody's got the room for it, hey, I just don't have the room. Notice behind me? I don't have the room. I got too many other things. Okay. And my other haul that I bought was a Snag Nabbit. And everybody else, I mean, I've heard about it, and I know how they work and all that. I've heard about it, but I've never had one to use. It's this little thing here. And if you have a piece of thread, whatever, sticking up through there, you can take and go up through there and pull it back down and pull it through. Well, you know, I got this bright idea. One of my other projects that I do, and I only do this when we're driving, is I make these little hats on a loom. No, I do not crochet. And where I knot my threads together every once in a while, my knot was coming up here on top. And I would sit there and I was working with them, trying to get them, make sure they were all neatly underneath. Well, today I said, So I went and I went through there and got a hold of it, went right through the center of that knot and pulled it. It works wonderfully, even on this. So, problem solved. Problem solved. My only question is, and I'm going to ask my friend when I deliver this, there's a group of ladies that make these for babies at the hospital. I make 2, 3 a year, only when we travel, is why mine wants to curl at the bottom. I can't figure out why. If anybody's got any suggestions, please let me know. So I'm ready to start another one. So that's that part. Okay, now in February, as I said, I start one new one a month. So I have mine all laid out up there, and I think I told you in the January what mine were going to be. Here's mine for February. This is for my son, since he worked on planes and he works now for Boeing. But this is going to be my project starting in February. And no, I will not be doing the background. I'll just be doing the plane. That's where I'll be. So yesterday, I went and I pulled out all of my threads. And yes, I am a bobbinator. So the ones that are not bobbinated, as I use them, I will bobbin, put them on bobbins. And the one thing that I do, I don't think any of these have them on, especially if they're on the hard ones, I have from the little stickers, I put labels on them. The little labels on them. So I do that as I go through them. So I'm doing that. So when I put them away, I'm getting away from the cardboard ones and going strictly to the hard ones. I've been doing that for a while. But anyway, so that's my February start. So anyways, I'll continue spinning my wheel. Working on everything for 2 days, except for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be my wedding sampler, and Sunday will be my one stitch at a time. Now, let's go. As you know, I do a few other things in life. Make hats when I travel, and I love to do cards. I love to send out cards to people. And that was one thing when we got back from India I really had to work on, and to get caught up on a few cards that I had missed, and birthdays. I hate being behind on birthdays. I hate that. So I really tried to catch up on that. But here's a few of the cards that I wanted to show you today. Here's a real simple one. Hello. I like this one. Just because. Next one. Thinking of you. To thine own self be kind. Spring is coming. Here's Simple Valentine. Sometimes I make just real simple ones. Whoops. So there's that one. And this one is another simple one. So that's my cards, and that I have been working on. So I want to thank you for spending time with me, letting me share my projects and my haul and my cards and my life with you, my trip to India with you. And if you have any questions, please make a comment, ask me, and if I can, I'll answer it. I love to hear from you. I love people that send me comments. So let's, if you would like to, stay for my reading, and let's see what we have today. And if you don't feel led to stay for the reading, you go and have a wonderful day today. All right? But here we go. It's called Let You In. God, who sees even what I imagine, who hears what I think, but do not say how deeply you must love me to forgive even my ugliest thoughts. At times I want to hide the worst of it from you, the jealousy, anger, and fear. But then I am overwhelmed by the depths of your love. And all I want is to let you in further. What else am I hiding, Father? Is there anything tucked away in my heart that keeps me from you? I want to show you everything so you can forgive it. Change it and replace it with love. And the question for today is, how far are you willing to let God look into your heart? Something to think about, isn't it? Well, I want you to have a wonderful February, a wonderful Valentine's Day, and stay cool and keep on stitching or whatever you do. Bye-bye.